Hello everyone, Taylor here, and today I have another movie review for you all. I finally got to go see Molly's Game. I've been so excited for this movie since I saw the trailer. I love Jessica Chastain so much, so I was very excited to see this, and let me tell you guys, I was not disappointed at all. I will be talking spoilers in this review, so if you have not seen the movie and you don't want it spoiled for you, pause this for a sec, go see the movie, come back, and we'll talk about it. So first of all, I'd like to say that my favorite part of this entire movie was the script. Now, Aaron Sorkin absolutely killed it with this script. The way that he writes his characters is something I'm such a huge fan of. He makes his characters so clever. I love it. You can just tell by the way the characters speak, and obviously by the words they use, but by the way they speak, these characters are very intelligent, very clever, very fast on their feet when it comes to thinking and stringing sentences together. So I really loved that. And a big part of it being successful was absolutely the cast in the movie. Jessica Chastain did such an incredible job of being Molly Bloom. Her performance was magnificent. She really was able to deliver the lines that Aaron Sorkin wrote so that they had the impact that they needed. She was such an impactful character on screen. You could tell that she was intelligent, that she was independent, that she was strong and driven, and it was really wonderful to see that come to life on screen. It was just a brilliant movie. The story itself was great. I really liked how the movie started out with showing her skiing and her time with competing and that kind of stuff. I also love how she narrated it and basically said, this has nothing to do with anything, this is just a giant fuck you. So that was the perfect way to start off the movie to set the tone for what the rest of the movie was going to look like. So I really thought that the opening of the movie was very well done. I really loved the way that the story was told in terms of her narrating a lot of the parts of the movie. I really thought that was an effective way to present the scenes, specifically the way that they did. So I really enjoyed that a lot. I also liked how they took time here and there throughout the poker games to kind of explain to you what was happening, because I've played poker a few times, but I definitely am not an expert, and I really did enjoy that they were like, oh, she's like, all right, so this is what he's got here, and this is his hand here, and because of this. Like, that was great, and I really appreciated that. And I also really enjoyed her relationship with her father a lot in this movie, because the way that it was executed and the way that it comes full circle at the end of the movie was very powerful. You can tell throughout the movie that there's a lot of tension between her and her father, and you kind of don't really know why until we start to get to the end of the movie, and then you realize, oh, he is hard on her because he knows that she knows his secret. And it's like, that's just crazy, because that stuff definitely happens where parents will take that out on their children. They do something wrong and their children know their secret, and all of a sudden the child is the bad guy. And it's not right, obviously, but that definitely happens, and I really thought that it was real. Like, it felt really real, the way that their relationship was shown to us. And especially at the end, when they have their 3 years of therapy in 3 minutes. I thought that was so well done. And I love that they're both on such a level where it takes him asking her like 3 questions. It only takes him 3 questions for him to get across to her what he needs her to understand. And that's just so brilliant to me. I loved that, especially since the last question is one that she had to ask. And he knew that she knew exactly what the question was. And it just, I think that's one of my favorite scenes in the entire movie, just because of that. I loved the way that that was done. I also love that it ends with her finally getting that moment with her dad where they get to be emotional and he just gets to be her dad. That really, really struck a chord with me, and I'm so glad that that was in the movie. I also really enjoyed the scene where her lawyer, Idris Elba, he just goes off for her. He's talking to the other attorneys on the other side of the case, and he just goes off. He is just so done with people not seeing Molly Bloom the way that he knows her and the way that he sees her and the way that he knows is the truth. And for it to come to that point from the first time that he meets her, he's skeptical of her, doesn't believe that she doesn't know more than she's letting on, and he's just not wanting anything to do with the case. And then we get to this point where he is her biggest defender and #1 fan, basically. And that speech he gives was just, it packed such a punch. And the look on her face afterward when it pans over to Jessica Chastain and just how blown away she is by it. It's just magnificent. I loved that so, so, so much. But there are just so many moments in this movie like that where the script is so well written and the delivery is so passionate and just perfect that it really, really brings this story to life in great ways. There were a couple of times in the middle of the movie where the pacing felt a little bit slow to me, and I'm gonna disclose, I don't know if that's actually because the pacing was a little bit slow or if because I was just really distracted. My mind was a little bit in other places when I was seeing this movie. Not enough to take me out of the movie or where I didn't enjoy it and where I didn't, catch things about it, but my attention was slightly divided. So I don't know if the pacing was really an issue or if that's just kind of because my mind was running like a million miles an hour when I was watching this, but I just thought it was incredible, and I loved the way that Molly Bloom was portrayed. I thought it was wonderful that she's intelligent and clever and witty and strong and stubborn, and she makes mistakes, but she's compassionate and she has her morals, and she's just so human the way that she's written and in the decisions that she makes. And Jessica Chastain just brings her to life in such a beautiful way that I really, really, really did enjoy this movie a lot. And I'm just so glad that it turned out so well. I will say that I was completely distracted by her amazing cleavage this entire movie. The minute she started putting on those fabulous dresses that she wore to all of the different poker games, first of all, I wanted all of the dresses. Second of all, I was like, can I have your boobs, please? Or can you teach me how to do that where they look like that in dresses, because I'm very distracted. So just throwing that out there. She's beautiful, and those dresses did exactly what they were supposed to do on her. So there was also that. But yeah, overall I had such a great time with this movie. I would definitely recommend you all go check it out if you haven't already seen it. If you have seen it, or haven't, I guess. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you thought of the movie, or if you still are going to go see it, what you're hoping to get out of the movie. I'd love to talk to you guys about this. As always, all of my links are down in the description below for social media and for my Patreon campaign. If you enjoyed your time here, please hit that like button. You guys are awesome. Thank you so, so much, and I will see you all next time.